And we're live. I'll walk up to my window and 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 a black car drives out and it syncs with another black car around the corner, and I think that was a green car, but it was syncing with a black car. It's like dark green. These people walking out, and right as they walk by this white car, it takes off the street, and then it's gonna come drive by me. And then this red car is taking off. And the white car, has a 93 license plate. And then this other thing drives out up the street, and then this black truck drives out. And they're all gang stalking. And then this red car comes out, and the black car gets across the parking lot, and someone with a blue shirt walks out at the same time, and a silver car drives out, and then another car drives out, and they sync around the corner, and they go around the corner out of sight. And then this bird just came and flew right over my head, and the black truck starts driving again. It's probably syncing up. Literally, there's probably a bird syncing up with the black truck starting to drive again. And then a white truck drives out, and then this guy gets out of the red truck as the white truck drives by. Like, he didn't drive off, he just drove forward a little bit or whatever. Like, he was behind the white car that was parked on the side of the street. I think he was syncing up with the white car when it drove by me with the 93 license plate. And he turns around when a white SUV drives by and starts walking the other way again. And someone else is walking out, and they're probably gang stalking. This red car drives out and goes around the corner, and right as it does, a blue car drives out, and then a white truck drives out. They're all gang stalking, and then as it goes around the corner, a white SUV drives out. They're all going the same direction up the street. And like one goes around the corner here, and another comes out over here, and then it goes around the corner here, and another one comes out over here. And you just keep doing that with cars. Like one syncs up with the next one, with the next one, with the next one. And they just did that. Yeah. What type of water y'all drink? I get this. It tastes the best, I think, out of anything I ever got. But like I was reading, like somebody's saying that alkaline water is bad for you or whatever. I don't know. What do y'all think? What's the best water? I think I read somewhere that Fiji water is actually like tap water. This orange car drove out right when I walked up to the window, and then it sinks with a white truck around the corner. And like it was driving out around the corner right when I walked up to the window, and then it goes around the corner and a white truck drives out. And then a white truck drives out now, and this black car takes off out of the parking lot right when it goes around the corner. And then it sinks up with a silver car, I think. And then another black car drives out, and they sync up around the corner. And now the black car is driving out of the parking lot and syncing up with a white truck around the corner. Then they're syncing up again as he drives out of the parking lot onto the street. Like he synced up when he drove to the edge of the parking lot, and then he syncs up with it again when he drives out on the street, and the white truck goes around the corner. And then nothing right now after that, after the black car leaves. And then something again really soon is gonna happen. A white truck drives out on the street and is parking on the side of the street. And right as it parks, this other white car backs up and takes off. That was like this other white car that was parked is taking off right when the white truck parks. And this other car drove out. I think it was a gang stalker too. I'm not really sure. And the white car is driving off. And then nothing happened when it went around the corner. But then but then the guy gets out of the white truck and walks out around it right as his car drives behind it. Like a silver car. And then right as he starts walking away from the white truck, a black car drives out around the corner. And then I think he's pointing at me and they're like looking over at me. I think like it's like this guy and his girlfriend or whatever. And they got out of the white truck. I think they just like pointed over at me and were looking at me. Like directly at my window. And then, like when I'm out walking around, they'll always just be pointing like behind me. You know, like they're like, look over there, it's over there. Like they're looking for some restaurant or something and they're pointing behind me at it. But they're pointing at me. And they're always just pointing like any direction really. but they always point directly at me too, or they'll just point at my window or just look directly up at me, just drive by, look directly up at me. Like this car, like when I was just making one of these videos the other day, yesterday or whatever day it was, this car just came, drove through the parking lot, and turned around in the parking lot and drove out and just stared up at me as they drove by. And then when I was walking around recording street theater the other day, there was a bunch of people recording me, taking pictures of me or whatever they were doing. Just on that day, just on that walk on that day, there was a bunch of people like recording me. And there was this one lady who was taking a picture of the giant like gorilla blow up thing out in front of the fireworks stand. She's standing out there taking a picture of that right as I was walking in front of it. You know, like right as I'm walking by it, she walks up to it and starts taking a picture of it. And then right as I walk by her, she walks away. And like I was saying this as I was recording it, I was like, she's just taking this picture right as I'm walking in front of it. And then she laughs when I say that, and then she walks away right as I walk by her. And then like there's people just driving by recording me. And like you could say it's because I'm walking around recording people, so they're just driving around recording me because I'm a weirdo for walking around recording people or whatever. So like you could say that as an excuse, but it was like, it was at least like 3 or 4 people that were recording me, I think. They're taking pictures of me, or just pointing their camera at me, whatever they're doing with it. And then a lot of times they'll act like they're taking a selfie, but they're pointing their camera at me. Or like they'll act like they're taking a picture of something behind me or whatever. Like they've done that a bunch of times where they act like they're taking a picture of something behind me, or they're just taking a picture in front of me. Like someone's taking a picture of them, but they're standing directly in front of me. They do stuff like that all the time. And they've probably been driving by out here, but I wasn't really paying attention. White truck. I think it's synced up with his black car. I don't know. There's something else I was going to talk about, but I forgot. There's just so many things that they do. And like the things that Nini talks about, targeted journey, like they just play all these mind games on her, and they do stuff like that to me too, but it seems like they do it harder on her. I don't know, or I just don't notice a lot of things that they do. They just play all these subliminal mind games on you and just like It's weird. They have directed conversations where they're saying things subliminally, like they're talking to each other, but they're saying things like right as you walk by them, they'll say a certain word or a certain thing to subliminally say it to you. Or play song lyrics directed at you or whatever. Or like, or there's like so many things. They just do so many things. Just anything. It's just so much work and so much effort and just it's insane. Like, dude, why? Here goes white truck. I don't know. That one didn't sync up with anything. Someone just came in alive and jumped back out again. They're like, this guy's still rambling about the white trucks. Yes, I am. Yes. Because they're still driving around me. I don't know if that was one, though. He was just driving by himself. And they're probably still driving by right now, even though I'm not watching them. They're driving by doing color pattern synchronizations. Just in case I look out my window, I'm gonna see a white truck sync up with a red car, and then it's gonna sync up with a blue car. So they're still out there driving by doing color pattern synchronizations and walking by with red shirts probably, even though I'm not looking currently. Or they're just sitting around the corner somewhere waiting to drive out all of a sudden with a white truck. Or whatever, however they do it. Psychotic. Like, really psychotic, bro. making some food. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that beat I made last night is fire. Beat. This beat. This the beat. This one. This the one. I also rap too. Just haven't recorded anything in years. But I like to keep my inner child alive, you know? People take life too seriously, I think. Like, really. Like, when I wear my lion hat around certain people, they, like, glitch out. They're like, why are you wearing that hat? It's just a hat. You know? I don't know. What's another beat? This is a good one. unfinished, but I just have a bunch of unfinished beats and just move on to the next one. It's like, I don't know. If there's any other TIs that make music, we should all make an album together, me and DB and all the TIs, and make music. Let's all make an album. That'd be dope. Let's see what's out the window right now. A white van turning around the corner, and there's a guy on a rider lawnmower. I don't know if he's a gang stalker yet. A lot of times they are. Well, this car just drove out and drove around the corner, and right at that moment, the guy on the lawnmower turns around. I don't know. It just looks synced up with that car going around the corner. And then he turns around again right when a white truck drives out. This car is driving through and it just stops and it stops. Okay. It's waiting for this white truck. This white truck starts driving again right when a white SUV drives out and a motorcycle was driving by. I think he was gang stalking at the same time. There's gang stalking out here. They're stalking for the gang out here. They're stalkered up for the gang out there. They're stalkered up for the gang out there. Stalkering. Sinkerly stalkering. Very stalkerly. Very much so.
How is there so many stalkers? Stalking. That's the part that blows my mind, is how is there so many stalkers? It's a lot of them. Like, I'll literally see an entire family of people walking around stalking me. I don't know if all of them are in on it, like all of them know what's going on, or what, but I'll see that a lot. And then, people send their children running out in front of me and stuff. It's a lot of stalkers. A lot of them. Like a lot. A lot, a lot. If I go back over in my window right now, I'm going to see new stalkers driving by that, than the ones that were driving by just a minute ago. I'm going to see different stalkers driving by, and maybe the same stalkers coming by. I'm gonna maybe see new stalkers I've never seen before in my life, and maybe some stalkers that I haven't seen in a week are gonna come by. And it's just gonna be new stalkers every 10 minutes, every 10 seconds. And people from out of town, apparently, because I see like Texas license plates and stuff, and Florida license plates, unless those are just fake license plates. And they put it over the Nebraska license plate that they actually have, or whatever. I don't know. Or it's just a rental car or something, or I don't know. It's crazy though. Just a million people driving by every day. Literally. And then like they gotta be talking to him with like voice to skull or something somehow to make them like move in sync with each other. Something like that. A lot of them have the AirPods, but not all of them. Spooky. Like it's like it's creepy. See, the creeps are up too. They're creeping out there, creepily. Oh, yep. This white truck comes in, this red car goes around the corner and syncs up with a black car, and this other black car is parking in the parking lot at the same time. It's all happening at the same time. They're all syncing up with each other, I think. All four of them. Right when I walk up to my window. And this other red car drives out. And it drives around the corner right as this white truck parks, and this other red car drives out at the same time, going the same way as the other red car on the street. And then someone was walking through the parking lot. I think it was the person that got out of the black car, and right as they walk around the corner, a bird flies directly over my head, like directly over my window, like directly over me. like close to me, like directly over me. It just did happen again for like the 50th time today. Just did. Um, yeah, what else was I gonna talk about? I forget. I always remember something else I was gonna say after I turned the live off. This white car and this red car just synced up, and the white car is coming in the parking lot. Oh, he's coming out of the parking lot. All right. Nothing happened. I don't know. He'll be back in 5 seconds. For real. His white truck is taking off. The one that was syncing up before, when I was standing at my window before. He's taking off now. And then when he gets to the street, he's gonna sync up with a car, and it's probably gonna be white, and it's gonna be a bot. gray car drives out and it syncs up with a silver car around the corner. I think that's what just happened. And the guy on the lawnmower is coming back out. And then someone was walking out, getting into a white van. And then, like, I think he stopped and then he started to go right when they got in the van. And then someone else is walking out of the building. And the van is backing up now. And someone else walks out, synced up with it. Like, they're both in front of me at the same time. And then it syncs up with this red car, I think, and this gray car drives out at the same time, around the same corner with the red car. And the white car, the white van is going down to the street, out of the parking lot, and and it goes around the corner at the same time as this guy with the lawnmower comes up to the corner of the building, and then he turns. Like, it doesn't go all the way around the corner, he just goes right up to it right there, and then he turns, and right when he turns, this red car drives out of that same corner. And they were all syncing up. I would bet $1 million trillion on that. And the guy with the lawnmower has a red shirt too. And these two silver cars drove out. I think they were syncing up. This white van just drove by. I don't know if it was syncing up. I think it just drove by itself. I don't know. But this guy with the lawnmower is now walking around with a leaf blower. And he turns around right as this tan car drove by him. And it looked like he's syncing up with that. And he was syncing up like 20 times before that, so probably. And there's a few other syncs, I think, that, like, I don't even know what was happening, really. They just do so many syncs. I can't even keep up with all the syncs. It's just sync after sync after sync. I think about the fact that they've been doing this to me before I knew what was happening. So they're doing all these syncs around you subliminally. It's kind of fucked up. And like I said, I know now, but I still don't catch everything. And like, I look back at videos when I'm recording them, and I notice different patterns that what I didn't notice when I was recording. They're just constantly doing multiple things at once. I'm just doing really subtle things too. And, like really subtle like sound effects, like a truck backing up way in the distance that you can barely hear, and just things like that. But if you don't notice it though, it still subconsciously affects you. And it's like if they're doing all that subliminally, and then like if you don't know what's going on, you know, they're doing all that subliminally, and then you're also just like you just don't understand why everybody around you is messing with you, and it seems to be just deliberately ganging up on you and messing with you behind your back. But then like smiling in your face and acting and gaslighting you and acting weird around you. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense why people acted like Agent Smith bots. Like they just turned into an Agent Smith bot all of a sudden. It all makes sense now. Because they are an Agent Smith bot. Literally. That's wild.